Welcome, everybody. We are at number 8. This is the final class of our continued ed series, and this class is on pain, all about pain management. So lots of information here. We kind of go over all types of pain. So kind of excited to do this class. My name is Patricia Lagaluso. I'm excited to be here with you guys. I have my awesome teammate, Danette Lemay with me. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, everybody. I'm Danette. Thank you for Patricia for just handling all the slides like you do all the time and just letting us be like a part of your world. We're so grateful for you guys to tune in. This is number 8. This is the last one of our series, and we have a lot of information packed in, some testimonies in there, and we want to just be able to give you more tools in those tool belts to be able to have the products and the things that you need to be able to handle all kinds of different situations.
Definitely. Okay, so I'm going to start sharing my screen so we can get started. Make sure this works. Okay, so like we said, essential oils and pain. We're going to go over a bunch of different stuff. If you are watching this on YouTube or on Facebook, be sure to comment if you have questions or if you have any input or if you have any testimony or any of the things that have worked for you. We'd love to have your comments thrown in there. So just comment in the comment box. We'd love to see that. So, all right, here we go.
Yes, for sure. So when you're talking about pain and kind of breaking down what kind of pain you have, this is a scale of different types of pain that you can kind of rate yourself on. So as a wellness advocate and somebody that has been using, Patricia and I've been using the oils for a very long time, we both have had different emotional, chronic, and occasional pain situations, as we all have, like we all go through stuff. And so this is a way to kind of break it down and address what exactly you're feeling, how it's affecting you, and how you can move forward to help yourself in a more natural way. So if the first category there is chronic pain, it's a constant part of your daily life. You wake up with it, you go to bed with it, you feel it during the night. It can be very draining on your emotional system, on how you feel with your energy. It can be really draining. And this is something that for me, I have definitely dealt with. I have, experienced chronic pain for, it wasn't like lifelong, but it definitely started after my 3rd child. And I could not figure out what was going on. It was all hip related. And I'm a yoga instructor, but I just couldn't kind of figure things out because my yoga wasn't helping. So I learned that later on in my life that I had hip dysplasia, that I was born with it. It was genetic. I didn't have any idea until I was 30, let's see, Balin was born when I was 34. So it was probably close to my late 30s that I learned that I had this chronic condition. And so I didn't take any pain meds at the time, but then I was doing yoga, and then doTERRA became an essential part of my life. But I think I was running about a 7 or 8 all the time. And I went to bed with it. I woke up with it, and it was really difficult to manage. So we're going to talk about ways to manage chronic pain. And then emotional pain, we've all experienced loss. We've all had, maybe some traumatic experiences as a child or as we've been older. And, the loss of a parent. I know Patricia and I have both dealt with that. And it can be very heavy going through grief. We have, family members that have lost children. And so there's a lot of things that can manifest in the body when you're dealing with emotional pain. It affects the organs, it gets stuck in there. And so we don't want to just put a Band-Aid over it. We want to be able to acknowledge, and be real and truthful, rating this, and then being able to, again, move forward to be able to help from the root of the issue. And it does take a long time. And then you just have those days where you're just like, okay, occasional pain. Like this is where, maybe you worked out too hard and you've got a little something going on in your body, a shoulder ache, or maybe you worked in the yard and there's something going on there. But this is just kind of occasional, or maybe you deal with a headache. So these are just, good and bad days. So it's very important to really break it down and rate yourself if you're dealing with any of these issues on a scale of 1 to 10, and be truthful about it so you can be, on your path to healing. That was it for that one. Yeah.
Okay. So when we talk about, so on the left side, it talks about which body systems need the most support. So sometimes it's good to just really target in on your body and see where the pain is. It might be your whole body. It might be your head. It might be like a knee or an ankle from an injury. So it's really good to just kind of focus in and zone in. Maybe it's emotions. And a lot of times emotions affects the entire body, which,
Yes.
You don't think of emotions, but it does. It causes a lot of pain throughout the body. So that is important, just to be able to focus. And then here we have our lifelong vitality, which we've touched on pretty much all of our classes. We said we would. And I feel like this is the most important class for the lifelong vitality.
Yes.
It really, really is your foundational support for so many things, including, your mind, your body, and all of that affects your pain in some sort of way. And it's really important when we start to look, like I mentioned, look at your body, look at where the root of the problem is. Where is the problem coming from? Where is it stemming from? A lot of times you go to the doctor and they just give you a pain pill to kind of mask it. If you say something's hurting, they'll say, okay, here's a pain pill. It's like a Band-Aid, just covering things up. And it's very rare for healthcare to dig deep and try and find the actual root of the problem. Like eczema, a lot of people just, okay, here's a steroid cream, let's fix it that way. You don't look at, maybe it's the gut that's affecting it. There's something wrong in your body that is causing that eczema. People just look at the surface and don't want to dig deep and try fixing what's going on inside of the body. So a lot of times that's just what healthcare does. And we don't have the power to fix it. We don't know how to dig deep and fix it from within. So lifelong vitality is a great place to start. We all need balance in our life. We all need to eat the right things and have a good diet. So that's actually really where we start, is eating right? That's the most foundational thing, is eating right. But it's hard.
Very
It's
hard.
hard. I can say every day I'm going to eat good, and then I get on the go and I grab something, and and before I know it, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have not eaten anything good today because I'm too busy, or I'm cooking something for my kids. And it's just, it's always it's just a tough thing to do. So it's really important to eat right, and not talking about diets. We're not talking about fads like keto or all of that stuff. We're talking about just whole foods that are going to feed our body, that are going to give us the right stuff to make us heal and be healthy, and to support our gut and our brain and everything else inside of us. So supplementing is really important for that.
Yes.
So even if you do eat pretty good, you're still not getting the right nutrients that our body needs. So if you kind of think of our body kind of like a plant, our plants need to be fed right. They need enough sun. So it's the same thing. If you feed your plants right, they don't get those dying leaves on them. Our body is the same way. So everything we eat either fights disease or feeds disease. So think about that when you're eating all the packaged stuff. I'm guilty. I eat packaged stuff. I do. But, I try not to eat it as much as possible. I try and keep fruits and vegetables and more healthy stuff on hand. So the lifelong vitality, everybody needs to be taking the lifelong vitality. If you've watched all of these classes, you should probably realize, okay, these are amazing. We have so many testimonies and stuff of people out there. That's why if you are watching this and have taken them and have a testimony about them, please jump on here. I know I have a few customers that I probably should get some testimonies from. But they are one of the best things for your foundational health. And so why not take them? Really, there's other vitamins out there, but these ones are amazing. They are the #1 seller for doTERRA. So I say, why not give them a try?
And your body is absorbing like 100% of that instead of just like,
Yes.
eliminating
And
it.
that is the difference. Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, for sure.
all right. Did I get everything? I didn't even look at what's on the screen.
Yeah. You spoke from the heart. That's the best way.
Okay. Okay.
So this describes like how does LLV support chronic pain, emotional pain, and occasional pain. Um, Going back to kind of like my testimony. So I was at my highest point of like, okay, like I'm done. Like I don't know what to do. Like I'm probably going to end up on pain meds. And like, I really was like at a crossroads, and our mentor, Brandy, she was like, have you tried Lifelong Vitality? And I was like, no, like, what are you taking? I was like, I don't know. I'm like taking like, like a grocery store vitamin. And she's like, your body is not absorbing what your body is needing right now. You need to bring down that inflammation. You need to take care of all parts of you. And so I tried it, and I was really surprised at how I started to feel. I was really working on my nutrition. I was trying to take care of all of my toxins that I was putting in and around and on my body. And I started to notice a difference. You can't change everything all at one time, but this is one way that you can start with this like 30-day money back guarantee about how you can support all of the systems in your body. So like chronic pain, it's very debilitating, but it provides a healthy response to stress. It helps you give you the nutrients that your body needs to help with those, that inflammation, bring down the inflammation, and help those joints feel better, to feel more comfortable instead of feeling like I can't get out of bed. I don't want to do anything. I can't exercise. I just feel really horrible. And it can be very depressing. And then emotional pain on top of that. So for me, like you can feel depressed from having chronic pain, or maybe you've gone through a trauma that is affecting you emotionally, and you think that you're okay, but you walk through the days, and we have our good days and we have our bad days. Maybe we didn't sleep very well the night before, and then something triggers emotional pain. And so it really helps to have nutritional vitamins that keep everything in balance. So like for emotional pain, you're helping to support clarity and your brain function, and your brain needs to function at its most optimal so you can sleep and help yourself heal. It provides us so many of those omega fatty acids for the gut and your cognitive support. And so it also helps with your brain, your eyes, and your nervous system. So you're kind of getting things back into balance this way. If you're also experiencing occasional pain, it does help provide that too. So it just, for every area that you're dealing with, this is a way to really get the foundation of what you need. And then you can add in different oils that we suggest, as well as other supplements that might help you and kind of manage just what you're going through. And we're always here to help you do that because we've both been through it. So we are here to do that for you.
Okay, so this is just a quick screen about the dangers of prescription pain medication. So we'll just kind of go through this kind of quickly. We were looking some stuff up. It's pretty interesting when you start digging deep into this stuff. So there it says causes more death than car accidents, which is crazy. But one thing we looked at, I know that, let's see if I can say it right because I was trying. The opioid epidemic that's out there. A couple little facts on that. So 60% of drug overdoses involve opioids that are out there. 78 people in the US die daily from opioid or from drug overdoses. And I believe that they were opioid. Ooh, I didn't write that down.
Yeah, an opioid addiction.
They were opioid. Okay. And then 50%, okay, this is the kicker of opioid deaths involve prescriptions. So these are prescribed to people, and then people are overdosing on it. So, which is kind of scary because it's stuff that's being given to us as a Band-Aid, like we mentioned with the healthcare system. So just, always think about digging deeper before jumping into that stuff because of the long-term effects that could happen.
Yes, for sure. I have a little bit to share about this because like I said, I was at this crossroads and I was like, I'm done. I'm just going to just take pain meds because I can't handle this pain anymore. It's too hard. I can't take it or whatever. But the thing that was always in the back of my mind that I really did not want to, continue that generation was because my dad, he was just, kind of like, pop a Tylenol or just take a pill. He didn't want to wait for anything to like be a little more healthy. He didn't eat right, and that's just kind of just the way he was. But I saw him take lots of blood pressure medication all the time. He was dealing with a lot of that, which later on really affected his kidneys. And that's ultimately, like he was a smoker and he wasn't a drinker, but he was a smoker all of his life and he didn't eat right. And he, did a lot of things that he probably could have changed in his diet, but being very stubborn and old fashioned, he just kind of popped a pill. And when I was at that crossroads, I was just like, I could probably see myself going down that road so easily because he just didn't have anybody kind of nurturing him and supporting him through a different phase of how he could help himself. So that was one of the reasons why I went to kind of dove into doTERRA and really just tried to manage things this way, because there are so many things that can happen from being addicted to pain medication on top of digestive shutdown. And then that throws everything off. So I don't know if you have anybody in your life, Patricia, that you've had like kind of deal with this too. Like,
No, yes, but not really close. So I don't have a direct thing, but I can see like the whole considered safe. It's prescribed to you. So especially younger kids that, okay, a doctor gave it to me, it's totally safe.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary because you just never know.
You just never know. And you're supposed to take like the full like dosage or whatever, and always pay attention to what your body is saying. If it's like, not responding well, if you're having digestive issues, if you're feeling like you're not, emotionally supported like you should, know that there's other ways to back off. And there's tips for weaning yourself off of pain meds. And it's not easy. It's a detox process. But just taking a little better care of yourself, being yourself's best friend and, talking to yourself in a good way, feeding yourself, like Patricia said, that sunlight and that, just good, nutritious, whole food. Do you have anything that you want to share about the tips? I think those are such good.
No, but there it talks about that there is a lot of evidence that natural options can be effective and they are safe. But you just they're not, people don't talk about them. And it's partly because they take a little bit of effort. They take a little bit of time. So take a little bit of time for yourself, put a little bit of research into things, because drugs and all that stuff is easy just to pop a pill and not do anything about it. And you get, that instant relief, but it doesn't last forever. So just put a little effort into it and always think about the long-term effects and stuff, because the whole weaning off of things and stuff, that's no fun and it's hard. And that's why a lot of people can't do it. So.
And it's very true. Like essential oils and taking the natural route does take longer. You have to be patient. You have to be able to, be kind of in it, like commit to the opportunity to really change things long-term for yourself instead of just, quickly getting rid of pain. You're going to be able to handle things a lot better emotionally, physically, spiritually later on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's move on. Okay. So we have, this is kind of an overview and we're going to go through each one of these individually. So we've talked about the wellness boxes, like the monthly life LRP orders, which are loyalty rewards points orders, where you can, get free products and get points for. So these are just examples of ones that you can put together for the certain areas to get started to tackle all the different areas of pain. So that's a quick overview. And we'll go to the first one.
Joint pain and LLV. So get your LLV going. It says the recommended dose on the back of the bottle, say they're like 4 for each bottle. So there's 3 LLV So it's Lifelong Vitality. There's 3 bottles. And so if you're just starting out, we don't recommend you take the full dose. Like, get your tummy used to what's happening. Just take 1, maybe for a few weeks, and then add 2. And then if you're really wanting that foundation, for me, I take the full dose, but I did not start out like this, because if you're trying to add in supplements, you want to make sure that you're eating well and drinking enough water, because you want your system to be able to flush itself out. So first it's that with the LLV, and then you can add in some extra supplements. Add that turmeric capsule. So this is actually a dual chamber capsule. This is one of the highest bioavailable supplements that you can get, because 100% of this is being absorbed into your system, unlike I think it was like 5% that absorbs into your system, like what the Costco brand. So it does have dual chamber, which means the turmeric oil is on one side, and then the actual curcuminoid powder is on the other. And it helps to take care of everything and inflammatory. So you can take 1 or 2 of these a day, start small and then kind of adjust as needed. Deep Blue Rub is essential when you're dealing with joint pain. There's the rub, and then we actually have the new stick. And so if you're interested in learning just about some topical application, both of these are really beneficial for neck, for joints, for like hips, for knees, for anything. You can add it on there, especially if you're dealing with arthritis too. That's really good. And then we actually have a Deep Blue supplement that you can take. This is our Deep Blue polyphenol capsule. These polyphenol just means that they are high in antioxidants, and they're really good to help, like, again, bring down the inflammation, give your body, the tissues what it needs, and then kind of working itself from the inside out. So that's joint pain plus your LLV.
Yes. And the Deep Blue polyphenol are great for like your chronic pain and stuff like that. So to take daily. So really important for those.
Yes.
Okay. So muscle pain. So this is you add the Lifelong Vitality and then add these. We've got the turmeric again, which is really great to take. I know a lot of people, doctors always recommend take turmeric, really good. And since ours are the unique dual chamber, they're extra special.
Extra special. Yes.
Then we've got the copaiba, which is great for so many things. It's kind of like one that you should probably just take it anyways, yeah. Because
the nervous system. Yeah.
Yeah. Is this where we talked about, is this where so you can take these like just spot to take for pain. Like if you have something, you can take it, if you have pain coming on, it's kind of like a Tylenol, kind of take it to help relieve the pain. It's great. I love copaiba. I take it at night, and it really just helps all over nervous system, brain support, heart support, all that fun stuff. Yeah. Then marjoram. Marjoram is a natural muscle relaxant. So it's great to put on your muscles. I like to put it in with the unscented lotion that doTERRA has, put a couple drops with the lotion and use it. I also like the Aroma Touch, which I believe has marjoram in it, which is a blend of oils. So both of those are really good for muscle pain. And then we have the Deep Blue Rub, which, kind of.
I love that Deep Blue Rub.
Yeah, Deep Blue Rub, and the new stick is awesome also.
You know what, Patricia, I just had a thought that when I was taking, like it's like what they call, like they have like the allergy balm, the flu balm, like there's all kinds of oils that you can add in a veggie cap. The marjoram was one that if you look it up, that's part of the morphine balm. So you can apply that one topically, or you can take it internally. So that one is part of the one that helps I don't know what all the oils are in there, but if you look it up and it's got the morphine balm in there, it can use oils instead of morphine.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Pain. Yeah, I forgot about that.
You learn something new every day. I love it.
I'm like, oh yeah, sparks my I don't know, my interest there with that. I love that.
Awesome. Okay, good to know. I'm gonna have to look that up. Go back to you guys on that one.
Emotional pain. So we have the adaptive line here. This is the roller ball that you can apply to your wrist, to your neck when you're just having like a stressful moment, Or maybe you're just having like maybe just a moment of just like emotion, like you don't even know where it's coming from. You just feel a little off. So this is something that you can take with you on the go. We have the adaptive capsules. That is a supplement that you can take. You can take them on a daily basis or as needed. So if you're just having like a season, sometimes seasonal disorder is something that we all deal with as we come up to the winter time. Or if you're just kind of just coming over some grief or something, this is really good to incorporate into your supplements every single day, because this supplement helps to affect the brain and mood. So if you're dealing with a little depression, if you're going through something, it's going to increase the GABA, which helps with anything that's kind of lowering like the pathways in the brain. Like you're not getting those pathways happy and moving like they should. You're increasing that brain function, that cognitive function, and kind of lifting that mood from a low state. And then we've got the diffuser there, but then adaptive, they've got the oil that you can actually diffuse. You can have that going in your home if you're trying to work. You can keep, we have diffusers in your car. There's different ways that you can bring oils with you on the go, even outside. Anyway, we have oils and diffusers that move with you according to where you're at. So that's the adaptive line that really helps you adapt and help you calm and help you figure out what you need emotionally. Then elevation is one that has been very powerful. It's called the Joyful Blend. It's not right now, it is one of those that's just kind of like on its way out, just because with doTERRA, there is one more batch that is being made from it, but don't bank on having this one around all the time. But there are other oils that you can use, like we have from our emotional line. We have like the emotional line, like Cheer and Motivate. We also have Console. Those two, like I used to use Cheer and Console every day over my heart space after I lost the loss of my dad. And so I, was able to kind of grieve and release the emotions from that and get it, kind of purge it out of the system. And everybody kind of needs to do that. We have that in our own way. We need to kind of purge it out. So oils help to relieve the pain that you might be feeling inside, and diffusing is a great way to do that. And then of course we have the king of all oils, frankincense. This is one that is just, like anytime you're looking for cellular health, spiritual health, any type of like emotional health, this is one that you can take internally. You can run it in your diffuser and just feel like you're kind of feeling a protection around you. So if you have a prayer or an affirmation or even a meditation that you do, I highly recommend adding that in. A yoga practice, anything that's going to help soothe the body is really nice to do that.
Awesome. Okay, so digestive pain. So a lot of people, you don't think about pain as digestive pain as pain, but it is. And doTERRA has really some awesome products for digestion. I have quite a few people whose these products have changed their lives, right, and have had so much relief from some of these products. So we have the Terrazyme and the PB Assist. The Terrazyme is like a natural enzyme that helps break down your food, especially with a lot of the processed foods we eat and stuff. They do not break down easily in our stomach. So it's hard. A lot of people take this with nothing's coming out right. A lot of people take this with every meal. I take it once a day. A lot of people who have stomach issues take one of these with every meal to help process their foods. A lot of these also help with your skin because it's your gut health and helps with any sort of eczema. Probiotics are super important for that. The PB Assist is also a dual chambered capsule. So it helps get the probiotics to the right part of your intestines to have them do what they're supposed to do. So our probiotics are amazing for that. Quick little thing about the Terrazyme. If you have joint and muscle pain, you can take what did she say? 2 to 4 of these and on an empty stomach, and it'll really help give you instant relief with your connective tissues, because it really helps with that. So kind of interesting. Haven't tried that, but I've heard that one. So if you have Terrazyme on hand and you're having joint pain, give that a try. I'm curious, so I'm definitely going to try it next time. I have
Yes, me too.
to. Then we have Digestion, which is the original digestive blend. Great for so many things. We also have the Digestion soft gels. Those are a staple in my house. One of my sons has problems whenever he eats out. He tends to get an upset stomach. You know, I don't know if it's what he chooses to eat when he eats out, but he carries them with him, especially if he goes out of town or any place. He carries the soft gels with him, and they've been a lifesaver for him, and they really help. Then we have the Tamer. Love the Tamer. So the Tamer is the kids version of Digestion, but it smells amazing. It has Japanese peppermint, I believe, in it. It smells really good. It smells very good. I tend to use that, even though it's the kids blend. I tend to use that. You just roll it on your stomach if you have a stomach ache, and it really helps relieve bloating and any sort of ickiness you might have. And then the peppermint soft gels. So these are newer. These are pretty awesome, and a lot of people swear by these. They have a outer coating. It's like I forget the word, but it's got a thicker outside coating, eccentric or something. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Coating on the outside. So it doesn't open until it gets into your stomach. So you don't really burp it up like you do some of the other oils, because it gets down into your stomach and it does what it's supposed to do. So I have people that can't take the Digestion soft gels, but swear by the peppermint soft gels. And some people take them together, use both of them. So the peppermint soft gels are pretty awesome if you have any sort of stomach issues. I say try those. I have used them too. We like the Digestion soft gels, but if something isn't working, I go for the peppermint, and it tends to like be a super powerhouse. And it's just peppermint, but it's the coating.
I know.
It's the coating on them that really helps, because it gets to where it needs to go. I also have a customer whose boyfriend swears by having peppermint in his water every day. He puts peppermint in his water every day, and it has helped his stomach immensely just by adding a drop or two of peppermint every day. It just helps, with digestion and everything that's going on in his stomach. So lots of different things.
Love that. That's so good. And it's natural.
Excuse me.
It's natural.
Okay. Last one here.
Okay, so tension and migraine. So this is a big one. With all the stress that we have in life, there it is, and the screens that we look at, we have had like, I don't know, around me, like there's been an increase of people having a lot of head tension, migraines, and head tension and migraines. So again, get your lifelong vitality in every single day. So you're managing all the foundation, and then some supplements that you can add in. We've already talked about a few of these. Copaiba. You can take this, like if you feel like that first sign of tension or a migraine wanting to come on. I know I suffered from migraines when my second son was born, and it was like, oh gosh, just so debilitating. So some people, some people might have to go like more of a prescription route, but if you can try something like these first, or in conjunction with, you might be able to manage it a lot better. So Copaiba, again, anti-inflammatory. It's good for the central nervous system. So you're calming things down again. You're kind of relieving that stress in a natural way. Frankincense, again, king of all oils, cellular health, helping those cells kind of do what they need to do and function in an optimal way. Past tense. This is a tension blend. This is a blend that you can add on to the back of the neck, roll it onto the back of the neck, or even apply around the forehead or at the temples. But if you apply to the back of the neck, you want to get high onto the back of the neck, like right where the hairline is. That's the blood-brain barrier. And I would even suggest doing this with like a frankincense and the eucalyptus, like all of these that they have. You can layer it, or you can add it one at a time, but that's a really nice way to get the oils into the brain and help the tension chill out and calm down. And eucalyptus is very cooling. So that's another way, just like a peppermint is. I think it's even more so. It helps to really get things to relax. And even if you want to put eucalyptus on a washcloth, and maybe you lay it over the top of your head, or just any of those types of things where you can add your oils in and manage it naturally, you're going to get down settle the system down, settle the emotions down, and let all the migraines and the head tension kind of dissipate in a natural way. I like that.
Did you mention frankincense to the top, to the roof of your mouth?
Oh no, I didn't. Show them what you do
there. Where's my frankincense? Oh, I have my frankincense right here. I'll do it right now. Why not? So one trick, and usually I grab my deep blue first, and because that's usually what the easiest for me to grab. I grab my deep blue, apply some, because I usually it's just tension a lot of times when I get headache. And then I go to my past tense and put it on my temples. And then my last thing I usually go to is I grab my frankincense. I put a drop. Oh no, I just wasted a whole drop on my desk. I grab it
on your body, right?
I drop my hand, and then I put my thumb, and you just put it to the roof of your mouth. So it helps get up into your brain, into your blood, and gets into your brain, and it relieves. So
it's kind of in the back, like where that soft palate is. That's and it does help go right up into the brain.
It does. It really helps with it's just kind of like relaxes everything, and gets in there, and it really relaxes. So I highly recommend it.
I think it was like, how long do you hold it? Like 15 seconds or something along those lines?
I just do it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm usually like standing there, and the kids are watching, like, what
Probably the longer the better.
Oh yeah. And you can do it often. Like you can use these oils often. You don't have to wait like 4 to 6 hours. You can do it like every hour if needed.
Yes. Yep. Okay. So now, like we always do, we're just going to touch base on the 3 types of people: the people that live with doTERRA, that are watching these classes. We're constantly educating you, which is what we like to do. And that's what we are here for. So always reach out to us too, if there's any questions that you might have, or if anything you want us to dive deeper into, we're happy to do that. Then we have the people that want to share, that want to, that have friends and family that they know will benefit, and that have issues in their life that these oils and these products can totally help. So we are here to help you share. So we challenge you, find, if you are watching this, I'm sure you know at least one person that this can benefit from these oils. Reach out to us. We will get you a sample. We will get you whatever you need to sample your friends or your families. Even if it's just one person, we'll deliver that to you. Sample somebody, let them know about these oils, because the more people we share with, we love doing it. And, and you can also earn free products by doing that. So we want to help you out. And then also in the long run, if you ever decide you want to build, reach out to us if you want to educate like we do. So those are the 3 types of people. So we challenge you, sample somebody.
We challenge you.
Reach out to us, and we will help you do that. So
because there's going to be somebody that that you're like, oh, that person needs a doTERRA sample. And then you go, how do I get this doTERRA sample? And so you go, oh, I know somebody that can help me get that doTERRA sample. And that's what we're here for.
Yes. So reach out to us. We'll get you some samples. We are happy to do that. It's what we do. So
yes, for sure. Cool.
Or if you want to host a class, we're hosting classes.
Oh yeah. Like we love that. We have all kinds of classes that we do too. And they're fun. They're really fun.
Okay. So
that is it.
This is our last class, you guys.
That's last class. What is our word, Patricia?
Our word is oils. That's a tough one. So you should have all 8 words if you're watching this. So reach out to us, and we have a free gift for you. So reach out to us, let us know what the sentence is, and we will get you your gift. And we're hoping to get some other classes up soon that are diving deeper into other areas, other specialty areas. So if you have any suggestions for those, let us know. We have some ideas, but we would love suggestions, or, anything that you guys would like to hear about.
Yes. Good. Yes. We'd love it. And we're so grateful that we can share and educate. So keep doing your oils, keep doing what you're doing. Consistency is key, and we're here for you anytime.
Yes. All right. Have a wonderful day, everybody. See you soon.
Bye, everybody. Bye.